All right, let's go. Run Good Tour Pro. It's the first major of the year. It's the Green Jacket Championship. We're playing a little course in Augusta, Georgia. I think you've heard of it. I have to play this on Xbox. It's the only one I qualify on. I've played myself out of this tour on the PlayStation. So this is me on Xbox. It's not pretty. This course, a great clone of Augusta National, incredibly difficult. Very firm, very fast. I don't know what the scores have been posted yet. I saw guys were having some issues with it. Remember, it's a handicapped tour. Now, keep in mind, Season 1... Oh, boy. Not a good start. Way left. I've got to get the rhythm down on Xbox, so give me a couple swipes here. I'm looking at a lot of things for Season 2. Which I will talk about shortly, but I am going to try not to make double here. I'm just going to punch one out real low, try to run it up. I mean, I'm just trying to get through this without a huge number. All right, that's a pretty good punch. Let's see if I can get up and down here. Wow, this is all the loft in the world here. I'm nervous about this. I don't have the rhythm down yet. Now, that was perfect though. This should stop pretty quickly. Yeah, even on these fast greens. Putting's my big issue on the Xbox here, so let's see if I can make one. It should just be left edge. All right, we're in for par. So for season number 2... Listen, I like the handicaps. I understand. Wow, look at this. 2 under through 3. That's the best score so far. Not a lot of guys under par out here. I like the handicaps, but I understand the flaws and the issues with them. Now, I would argue that there are flaws and issues with going with raw scoring as well. That's dead in the bunker and plugged. Ball above my feet. It's a par 5, though, so I'm just going to try to whack this all the way down the hill as far as I can. I think the people who don't like handicaps also don't necessarily want to play with raw scoring either, because I think that could be a recipe for disaster. I'm going to try to just take a bunch of loft on this, hit a big full lob wedge into this pin. Doesn't help when you hit a bad swing. This will be a little tricky little pitch back at it, trying to make par on one of the easier holes on the course. Go in. Oh my God, caught the lip. So handicaps obviously make it a bit more fair. I don't think there's any disputing that. In a perfect world, everyone's handicap would level the playing field. The issue is, and there's a couple of them, there is inherently a few flaws within this game and how it rates courses. So people are saying the calculation in the handicap is wrong. That's not necessarily true. It's actually that the rating system of some of these courses can be flawed, and some of the real courses too. An example of that is this has got a release. TPC San Antonio is rated as a very easy course, I believe. So when you go to play it and you shoot an okay round, it's going to think you played horribly, and it's going to lower your handicap even more. Turn left. So there are some real courses in the game that have a flawed rating system. So that doesn't help. There are also then you can't guarantee, like I can't guarantee that you guys in the society aren't going out and playing a bunch of crazy courses and jacking up your handicap one direction or another. This is not intentional. Like, you should go and have fun and play the course that you want to play. What am I going to do here? This pin's devious. Can I hit a 3-iron downhill, downwind, kind of over the bunker? I mean, I've got to figure out the very fast stuff because it's killing me. I'll carry the bunker here, but not a lot of good swings coming out of me. So if I could only guarantee that you only play on the tour and play nowhere else, handicaps would probably be pretty helpful. This might be pretty good. Keep running. So what I think I would like to do, and I'm still working on the logistics of this because it would be very manual, but what my goal is for Season 2, ideally I'd get rid of handicaps, and I would have you guys in flights. Now, the problem with that on my end is, like, the game doesn't allow necessarily 4 flights. So I would have to manually score a lot of it, which I'm fine with. I just am trying to figure out the best way to get the data off of the game as opposed to just inputting it into the, you know, like manually entering it every single time. Give me 1 second here, guys. This is a good shot. My alarm's going off. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry. My house alarm was going off. The dog was barking. We're good. All right, so I don't even know where we're at. Putting for birdie. That was a pretty good shot there. It landed next to the pin, I think. This is going to work its way all the way down, left to right. It is uphill, though, so I can take a pretty good whack at this. Turn in. Got one. Okay. So that's our first gross birdie of the day, I believe. Net +1. So I don't remember what I was saying, but I would have to manually put you guys into flights, which is fine, and we can do qualifying for it. It would just be more logistics on my side, but I think that's the best way to do it. And then everyone would play gross score all the time, whatever clubs they want all the time, and not have to worry about handicaps. And then basically for standings, though, you really wouldn't want to look at the standings in the game. You'd want to look at the standings like on my website. So basically what I would do, missed that one, is in the same way that I have tools made for, you know, the PGA, obviously. Go in. Oh, you idiot. I just 3-putted there. I wasn't even thinking about it. In the same way that I have tools set up for the PGA Tour, I would have like basically profiles and standings and stuff like that for this. So they would look the same. It would actually be pretty cool. I could have profiles. You could go and see your recent results. I could give a world ranking points, things like that. It would actually be pretty cool. It would just be a lot more manual on my side. But that's the idea. And then what I would do is do relegation. So if you're not familiar with relegation with, like, I don't know, European soccer, is why is that very fast? Is, for example, you know, say we've got 50 guys in each flight. How am I going to do this? Bump it into the hill there and let it run out? Settle. That's not a good shot. If I have 50 guys in each flight, basically what I would do is, every season, the bottom, I don't know, 10% or 20% of A flight, for example, would go down to B flight, and the top guys from B flight would go up into A flight. There'd be relegation. You'd swap every season, and the seasons would probably be, I don't know how many weeks long, but long enough, but still short enough where we'd have a lot of seasons. That's the plan. So I'm working through the logistics of that, and then interspersed throughout that is I still want to do, and I think we're close to another match play event. I just needed to get all these tours up and running. It's a lot of events to get into the game. It was a lot of setup, and I wanted to make sure everything was kind of running smoothly before I tried to tackle another big bracket. So I think we did 32 last time. Does that sound right? We probably did 32 golfers in a bracket. I'd like to do 64. I'd like to do 128. I would like to do it where it kind of mimics the real match play, which is you play 3 matches to see who gets out of your group, and then you go into single elimination, which I think is a lot more fair. So I would love to do something like that, and then I also want to do Ryder Cup. The only problem with Ryder Cup is, you're only getting, I don't know, 24 guys involved. I guess we could modify it. We could just have more guys and have more points for the Ryder Cup, but put us into 2 teams. Have alternate shot formats, have singles formats. It's a lot more coordination, so Ryder Cup would probably take a lot longer. We ran through the first match play bracket very, very quickly. I see comments coming in. I will read those in a second. Let me get through 9 holes here. Flailing this one out to the right. I'm not playing all that well, as you can tell. The Xbox just absolutely kills me. All right, up the hill, out of the rough. This is not a course that you want to be a little bit rusty at. Land right into the hill and get up on that top level. Look at this pin. I set this pin. Oh, my God, it's not going to stay. I set this. It's going to come all the way down off the green. Watch it. All the way down. Next tier 2. Oh, I set these pins, so I know they're tough. So I shouldn't really be surprised about this, but they are really, really devious. Get up the hill. Okay. All right, so we'll make the turn here, getting our butts kicked, but that's fine. All right, Ryan says, I had a question. I didn't qualify for the Green Jacket Tournament. What was the cutoff? Okay, I got this question a couple times. I don't know if it's the way the game is treating it, but there was like an issue earlier where the game thought, do what Josh is saying. Go to the schedule page. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to look into it. But there was an issue where some guys couldn't get into the Green Jacket Championship, and it said you didn't qualify, which is impossible because everyone qualifies for it. So definitely just go through the schedule page. That seems to be the fix. I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, but usually that has been the way to get into this. Josh, I did reach out. I don't know who the best people to reach out to for API access is, but I sent a couple of notes trying to figure it out, which would be great if we got API access, which I don't know how many people have access to it. Obviously, the TGC Tours does. I don't know if there's any other societies that do. That was fast, but it's going to be okay. Look at this. Big high draw. Wouldn't Rory have taken this in like 2011? Look at that. If we had API access, all of this stuff is no brainer, dead easy, right? Like if I could just if I could digest it the same way I digest the sports data API, we're in business. We'll just re-replicate the TGC Tours between all. Like it'll be awesome. But I don't know how likely it is that I even get a response, let alone actually get access to the API. And then if I had the API, the kind of cool, the best kind of hidden part about that is I would know what clubs everyone was using. So if we did want to enforce certain clubs on certain tours, it would be a lot easier to do. Look at this putt. What was that? I just putted it off the green. It would be a lot easier to do that way. I should probably focus on golf at some point because I'm getting absolutely smashed out here. Turn left. It's good pace, though. This is the first major of the year, which is pretty cool. JB, I don't know if you're still there, buddy, but when you guys do GC Cup and you manually assign the like the GC Cup points, like 500 for a win, do you have the chart of that somewhere? 500 for a win, probably like 350 for second or something. I could probably find it for whatever the PGA Tour is, but I assume you have that handy somewhere. It's the start of Amen Corner, number 9 here. See if we can take advantage of that. It should be relatively easy. I always want to overthink these on very firm, fast greens, but that should be in the heart. We got it. We are, what's our actual gross score? We are, what is that? 1 over? 1 over. Anything under par around here, gross, is awesome. Here's 12. Perfect replica. Yeah, so what JB does for their stuff over there on GC, this might be too much loft. I think if I manually start, oh my gosh. I think that's kind of the secret. Manually doing the points, then I can do a lot. I was kind of messing around with it in a spreadsheet the other day. That was weird. My thing froze. I've never seen it freeze before. That might be my capture card. I was just messing around with in a spreadsheet how a lot of this stuff would work. Burns the edge there, and now we're gonna run off the green. And I think that's the secret. If I have that chart, or if I mean, I guess I can make one up myself too, but that unlocks a lot of this stuff. And then really we'll have qualifying, and I really don't care what clubs you use. Thanks, JB. I don't care what clubs you use, right? Because if whatever you're going to use in qualifying, just use that in the tour. What am I doing? Am I like 5-putting these greens? All right. That was not pretty. We'll go to 13. 12 got me. 9 under is way out in the lead. That's a 5-shot lead. Marcus FF behind Mo Money. Ross 09. Spiced God. So my plan, as I kind of go through this, is this season will run until, I want to say mid-May. So we've got about 4 weeks left of it. I want to get everything in order and kind of announced and ready to go. Obviously prior to that. So I'm hoping within the next couple weeks, I'll have a lot more information about this and can start blasting it out. There's a good shot. I've hit a couple of good shots, mostly bad. My pace and tempo is really off. All right, so we'll birdie 2 out of 3 holes on Amen Corner, but I think, what do we do? Double number 12? Not good there. 14. You've got to hit this one with a little draw because you don't want to lose that spin and have it bounce into the right rough. Even with the draw spin, it does that. Ball below my feet here. I'm going to go 9-iron with some loft. Kind of came off my club face a little wonky, but it should be a decent distance. Yeah, okay, pretty good number. Uphill putt, pretty big breaker though. Someone online was telling me I was giving these too much credit, which I just did. The comments on some of the YouTube videos, I've actually learned so much from those. I feel like people are like, "Oh, you're reading too much break on downhill putts from this distance." Like, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess maybe I am. Opens up my eyes to a lot of stuff that I don't normally see because I'm obviously playing. What a bad shot. And now I'm behind these trees. This is where Danny Willett was the year that he won it, and he just like punched it through these trees. I'm probably going to have to do the same. Well, hold on. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? Hit 3-wood there? If I hit 7-iron down this hill, around the corner, that should be okay. Oh, here's a sick plug for you guys. I don't know if I can say this, but the CBS Sports podcast that we recorded yesterday, was that yesterday? Is awesome. And I don't know if I can say who the guest is, but he is bounce back there. A PGA Tour pro that I got to interview, which I rarely get to do. So that was cool. Really nice guy. I don't know if I can say who it is, so I won't, but I think that's coming out next week. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I hope you guys do too. Stay up. I gotta find Bubba on this game. I think I added Bubba as a friend. I don't know if he ever accepted. He plays this, I don't know how much. A couple times a week, I think. All right, here's the par 3, 16th. Got to get it on the correct side of the ridge here. I mean, these swings are so bad. This one might be okay. Stay right. Stay right. That's about as good as I could have done. Just take the break out of it. Knock it in. Nope. Too much speed. Caught the lip. The greens are brutal. The greens are absolutely brutal. Oh, Jeff, the Xbox controller is significantly more difficult. And that is from someone who plays, I mean, I probably play 80% on PlayStation, which is maybe why I'm not very good at the Xbox. But the Xbox controller from day one, what am I even doing here? Am I going over these trees? Can I do that? Can I go over these trees with a 7-iron through the gap? Let's find out. Yeah, kind of. Oh, I think I just caught that last limb. The Xbox controller is so much more difficult. I think the fact that the sticks are smaller, I think that they're more sensitive, but the size of them allows for, in my opinion, a much larger margin of error. I think a lot more can go wrong with those small sticks. Go in. That would have been a hell of a birdie, wouldn't it? It's like, yeah, it's brutal. Xbox is very difficult. The PS4, I feel like I can, even I mean, it's almost like real clubs, right? Like how forgiving they are. I can hit like bad shots and they're still okay on PlayStation. If I put a bad swing on an Xbox stick, I'm getting punished. I have to be absolutely perfect every time, and I've been far from that in this round, which you can see how quickly it goes. Here's 18. Up the hill. You've got to be on the right level here. Get up there. All right. That's pretty good. All right. That was a brutal round one. I promise, don't hold me to this. I promise I can beat that in round two. That had to be like 4 over gross. What was this? Oh, it was only 1 over. Wow. Oh, because I made eagle on... When did I make... I made eagle on 13? I don't even remember that. Eagle on 13. Salvaged my back 9. All right, so 1 over. Let's see if I can beat that. Let's get under par on round number 2 here. Yeah, JB's right. The sticks are probably so much better for so many games. But here where you're just, kind of penalized for any little mistake, probably not better. You want some less sensitive sticks. And I even have actually one of the prizes for the Run Good tours are the Control Freak. They're like little joystick add-ons, I guess you'd call them. I don't know. They just like clip onto your joysticks. I have those on here. I got them about a week ago. I think they're helpful. They make the sticks a little bit bigger. They're kind of raised a little bit, but it's, as you can see, it is still, incredibly difficult. All right, birdie on 1. They feel more comfortable. I don't know if they're actually a helpful at all, but coming from PlayStation, and I just got an Xbox a couple weeks ago, very foreign to me, very foreign sticks to me. So I was trying to get them to be closer to PlayStation sticks, which I don't know if I've actually done. All right, that's a pretty good drive there on number 2. Roll all the way down there. Do we have the Sunday pin? I had to have put the Sunday pin on this, right? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. That's the Sunday pin. So if I know how to play this, it is here. Let the wind work it back into the right, land it in the middle, and let Louis Oosthuizen in this thing. And oh, that's going right at the hole. That was not the intention. Carry the bunker. Stay in the short stuff. No. All right. That'll be tough. Flop here. Back into the wind. Oh, the wind's really kicking, isn't it? Settle down. Downhill putt, though. This is the tricky ones that get me on Xbox. I mean, is that it? Right edge? Outside right? Just started on the line? All right. 2 under through 2. See if we can keep it rolling. Downwind, short par 4. I wonder how close I can get. It's kind of awkward because of the way this narrows out, but how? Oh, no. Come on, wind. Hit it, wind. Hit it, wind. All right. Not too in trouble. Maybe I am, though, because this is going to come out. All right, let's play this smart, right? You've got to get this on the green. If we were smart, we would play it over here. Catch the front edge. Kick left for me. Stay on. That's rolling off. Okay. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Now this one, we should be able to, I would think, get to stop pretty quickly here. Okay. So we will remain through 2 under through 3. Let's see where we're on the leaderboard. Wow. So GA Day, I don't know how that's pronounced, coming back to the field a little bit. Wow, look at these high scores. Yeah, net 3 over in the lead. Oh, wow. So this is really tight. This is really tight here. This par 3 is so hard. At least it's downwind. Downwind, downhill. Can I run this 4-iron up there? I guess we're going to find out. Pushed it just a little bit. Carry the bunker, please. I don't know. Maybe plug. I don't know. Because the pitch back down the hill is going to be brutal. I'm never going to be able to stop this. I might have wanted to leave that short. I mean, I'm going to have to hit a flop shot. There's no other way to get enough spin on this. It's back into the wind. I'm going to have to just stop this immediately. Oh, I crushed it. Stay up. Spin. It did. I'll have an uphill crack at it, but yeah, that was not... I mean, look how close I am to just running the whole thing off the green. I can barely see the hole in these shadows. Turnover. Got it. Wow. Unreal par there. 2 under through 4. Can I just can I just be done? I would just take this. 2 under. Big putt there. Wind kicking up. Try to hit a draw into this wind. All right. Not very far, but we'll be on the correct level. 279 yards. 4 is so hard. 4 is brutal. All right. This should... wind should hit this. And just kind of work it... Work it back a little bit. Come on, wind. Grab it now. Grab it now. Settle. Like, look at that. That is such a good shot, and it's going to roll to the fringe. Like, that's... I don't know if I could have landed it any better than that. I will get to putt it, though. Stay up. Hold your head. Bye. Bye. Just wave at the hole as you go by. Oh, my God. Look at this. I'm afraid that I'm going to put this one off the green, too. Turn. Side door? No. All right. So there's our first bogey of the day. First gross bogey. We're making up ground. We were like 40th. I think we were in 40th when we started the day. Maybe worse. I mean, look at this pin. How tough is this pin? Let's do this. Let's go 7 iron with a little fade into this wind. Let the wind work it back. Come on. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Get going. I mean, that line was perfect, wasn't it? The line was absolutely perfect. Hit a little fade into that wind. Let it stand it up, but not good enough. Chip up the hill. This should be pretty straightforward. Add a little bit of loft here because these greens are so fast, and I definitely want to be below the hole. If I run that out 3 feet by, I'm cooked. A lot of holes we're just playing for par out here. Take that. All right, top 20. That might be pretty good for me. I might be happy with that. Dead into the wind on 7. Look at this. Piped it, though. 280. That means this shot's going to be... Yeah, what am I going to do here? Up the hill. There is a little bowl there, but... Man... 5 iron? No. 6? De-loft it? No. All right. 5 iron, add some loft to it. The 5 iron usually cuts through the wind, though, so I'm pretty worried about this. Wow. Oh, dead. Just absolutely. Although I have a backstop, I think. Oh, man. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I have no idea how this is going to come out. This is all feel. The ball's at my knee. I'm adding a ton of loft to it. I'm just going to... This is a feel shot. And hope it... Oh, come back down. Come back down. Not that far, though. Stay on the green. Okay. That was absolutely just all feel. Can I save this for par? That would be very nice if I could. Pushed it. Got it. Nice. All right. I think we're still 1 under gross. Yeah, we are. Very happy with that. Birdied the first 2. Now we're just trying to hang on. This is the easiest hole on the course. Big right to left wind, though. Hitting this fairway is going to be pretty difficult. I'm there. 282 up the hill. Actually, the wind should help on this shot because it'll help move the ball over a little bit. So we'll play it there. 3 wood. Perfect, perfect. Get up there. Okay. Can I chip this? Maybe not. All right, flop shot. I want this thing to stop dead. Big kick forward, then stop. Okay. It's like a B-. Not great, but I'll have a... Is that a straight-in putt? I mean, I guess it's going to move a little bit. I mean, maybe. Okay, did I push that or did I misread that? Someone tell me. There was no movement in it, right? I mean, there was a tiny bit. I think I might have pushed it. My miss with this controller is definitely a push. That's a shame. That's one we should have taken advantage of. Obviously. Easiest hole on the course. All right, let me see if I can hit a draw up against this wind here. Kind of. Settle. 1 foot off. This is exactly where I was in round 1. I think I hit a 6 iron. Up the hill, into the wind. This one might actually be okay because if I fly it long, it's probably coming back to my feet. Oh, I'll carry the bunker. Nope. That's the one place you can't miss it. I would also argue that a huge number of balls plug in this game. Like, I feel like you never see this many shots plug in real life, especially at Augusta. They're so perfect. But I feel like every shot plugs. Go in. Look at that. Thank you. Just the way I drew it up, right? I feel like every shot in the bunker plugs. Unless you're hitting driver into a fairway bunker. Ooh, this is not a good wind for this hole. Let me just try to hit a big old draw. I might hit this into the trees. It's moving left, but the wind's got it. Okay, that should be fine, though. Yeah. That's the second time this is frozen. I think that's got to be my capture card. I don't know what else would possibly be freezing. All right. Now, this is going to be devious. 20-mile-an-hour wind with a wedge. Oh, man. I do not have this shot. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to try to hit a draw into this, de-loft it a little bit, and see what happens. It's trying to hold its line. That wasn't bad. Downhill putt, though. This one is very easy to get away from me. Very easy. So I'm pretty nervous about that. Hold your head up. Stay up. Stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Oh, man. Everything's a challenge on this course. Bogey. Just nothing comes easy. Every par putt's, 10, 15 feet or whatever. Tap it in. Let's see what we are gross. Yeah, JB. It's El Gato, which from my understanding, 1 under for the round. From my understanding, I guess is like the gold standard. I don't know. Everything I've read online seemed to be promoting that. So that's what I have. I like it. It's actually really cool. I mean, the difference in quality is very noticeable from when I used to just stream or record directly on the PlayStation. I've never recorded directly on the Xbox before, so I don't know about that. But recording directly on the PlayStation, this is a dangerous line I'm going to take here. The quality is a million times better than that. Sit down. What's your handicap, Eric? That might help. All right. It's another kind of one of these feel shots. And that did not feel good. Terrible. What is Stream Deck? I gotta look at that. I've never even heard of it. Is it like OBS? Stop rolling. Everything rolls. Yeah, Eric, match play is high up on the list. I know everybody wants it. I just wanted to make sure I got these tours started and off and running without a hitch before I set something like that up. So, yeah, we're going to do match play. We're going to do it bigger. We're going to do it with groups where you'll probably play out of a pod. Yeah, match play's coming. Yeah, you're going to shoot... Yeah, you might shoot 15 over. I don't know, man. This course is really hard. It's really hard. I mean, the greens are diabolical. Just sit there. Like, good shots, roll off the green. You have to, I think the biggest thing is you have to miss in the right spot. If you're not like I'm gonna miss this putt and it's gonna roll off the front edge. Settle. Like, now watch it go. Okay. It's so devious. Oh, I did not know that, JB. I'm gonna, what is it called? Stream Deck. I'm writing this down. Hold on. We have to pause because JB gave me a software suggestion. Stream Deck. All right. That's interesting. All right. Good win for this hole, so I'm just going to hit a baby draw. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect, boys. Get up there. Ball way above my feet, downhill. This is another just, like, absolutely brutal shot to hit. If I hit this, like, is that wind going to carry it? I would think so, right? I guess we're going to find out. I mean, I'm not going to win this. Well, very fast doesn't help. So I want to try new things. I mean, this course is so hard. These are the shots on Xbox that I have the most trouble with. I have such a good feel on PlayStation, and a lot of these are kind of feely. Out here, I'm just flailing at it. All right. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this putt. No, I'm not. I think that's partly my push and partly my overread. These I always underread. Wow. Wow. Tried to hit it through the break. Hit it too hard. So bad. Oh, I think I know what you mean, JB. Is it like a little, like there's like buttons on it? Like it's like does it look like a little iPad? It has like buttons and you can like flip through like cameras and stuff. So like if I want to show my screen or I want to show me or I want to go to split screen, I just like pre-program those buttons. And can I pre-program in like intros and outros? Not that I really do a ton of that, but it would be handy. I should chip this. Started it too high. Good speed, though. Okay. I think I've seen that before. I like that. I might need that. All right. We are T28 at the moment. Really good race at the top. The guys at the top are separated by just a handful of shots. Par 5, 15th. Certainly gettable if you can hit it in the correct spot of this fairway. This is the one that Sergio, the year he won it, I think he hit, this shot was like an 8-iron, and he hit the stick. Kind of crazy. It's also the hole he made like a 13 on, where he dropped like 5 in the water. All right. This is, I have no idea how I'm going to stop this. Downhill, downwind, 6-iron. This ball, if it carries and hits the green, I don't think I can stop it on the green. Yeah, goodbye. That's impossible. I don't have that shot. All right, flop shot back up into the wind. This might be okay. I want it to slow down pretty quickly. Hit it. Spin. Maybe I needed more spin. That is actually the side I think it's okay to play it from. I have to get a lot more spin than what I just did, but that's not terrible to play it from there. It's got to go left. All right. Any birdies at this point would be just magnificent. 16, 17, 18. 16 is the par 3, which it should be in traditional Sunday pin location. Should be front leftish. Yeah, there you go. So the way to make an ace here is actually hit this shot over here. Let the wind and the ridge work it towards the cup. Get up. Well, that was a half a club too short, but the right idea. And this has to be, again, a very feel type shot. Okay. You know what, JB, I don't, like, I've read the stuff, like, every 3 feet up, you add a yard, subtract a yard the other way. I don't do it on the fly. I honestly feel like, listen, if I want to be the best player in the world, I should definitely do that stuff. I also feel like that kind of takes the fun out of it for me. I would rather just be like, oh, I've seen a putt break like this, or I've seen this wind kind of corner me at 10 miles an hour. Like, I would rather play it like that than to kind of just take the math route, which is kind of shocking because I would prefer to take the math route a lot of times, but not here. I respect it. I understand if I want to be the best player in the world, but that's not necessarily my goal, so I'm not doing it. I'm very much a feel player. Which probably also means I'll never be the best player in the world, obviously, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, there's like the certain number of clicks you can go when you're putting, all that stuff, right? I can read the grid. I know that the grid is 1 square yard every single time. I get the concept. I'm just not really all that interested in doing it. All right, uphill shot into 18. We have thoroughly gotten our butts kicked for the last 45 minutes or so. And it will not end here at 18. Very fast. That has been my nemesis today. Sit down for me. This is the, no, this isn't it. A little further back, I think, would be the Adam Scott putt. Like 10 feet further back is the Adam Scott putt, I think, when he won this thing. This is gone. This is absolutely gone. Turn in. Oh, top side. That's the pro side, though. All right, gents. We're going to tap this one in. Let's see how poorly this was. I think I was 1 over in the first round. Gross. I am worse than that here. 3 over. Wow, the front nine was so good. We made the turn in 2 under. Bogey 10, 11, 13, 18. That's not going to get it done. No birdies on the back. Let's look at the leaderboard. I'm in T35. The guys at the top are very close. And Laser Eyes, who's, playing right now, presumably, can move up this leaderboard. But that's pretty tight. Nobody under par, especially with the handicap. So appreciate you guys hopping on. I hope that me talking through some of the changes that I'm eyeing for Season 2 excite you and get some, we're going to get some match play stuff going. We'll get some Ryder Cup stuff going here soon. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. So I'll holler at you. See ya.